What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Kelly the Faithful Trucker. Appreciate y'all coming back in to another video with me. This video is long overdue, man. I started to do my video yesterday about part 2 of leasing on with Landstar process. But in the middle of that video, I got a phone call from my wife, and it kind of messed the video up, so I didn't get to do it. And plus, by that time I had got loaded and I was leaving. But we are in the truck. We are currently in St. Louis, Missouri. Let me get my hair out of my microphone. We are currently in St. Louis, Missouri, getting unloaded. A nice little drive we picked up in Texas, down in the Houston area, and took it all the way up here for this morning. We're getting unloaded, and now we got to drive about 2 hour deadhead to pick up our next load that's taking us down to Georgia. That load is picking up in Illinois. So about 2 hours away from there now. And then I'm going to Georgia. And then I already have my load that's picking up in Alabama that's taking me home. So, yep, we already booked. So, good week, everything like that. Today is my pay cutoff. My pay cuts off at 2 p.m. Eastern time today. From what I was told in orientation when I leased on here in April, was that your settlement date is the day you were hired, not the day you start orientation. The day, I guess, they have in their system that you are officially hired. I don't know how that works. I don't know when they determine that and all that stuff, but apparently my day was on a Thursday. I'm guessing it was on a Thursday. My settlement is on a Thursday, and I get paid on Monday. So, but yeah, by 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm on Central right now, so once this guy's done unloading me, which he's already been unloading me for about 10 minutes now, I'll scan in my paperwork, and yeah, my week will be complete. We had another good week, consistent week again, man, and man, I'm telling you, that's future videos. I'll talk about how my life has changed. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button if you like this content. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Comment all your questions, comments, concerns, man. I mean, whatever. Put them down in the comment section. Hit that little bell too. That way you be notified when I drop new videos. But we're already almost 3 minutes into this, so let's get to the topic of this video: leasing on to Landstar Part 2. We left off on Part 1 when you have the little portal, and on that portal is where you can see the progress of the recruiter, as far as, you know, her getting your paperwork, all the information she needs, whether it's the background check, whether it's the employment verification, or whether it's the drug screening, whether it is the last part is the truck information. You know, what year, make, model, what is your truck valued at that time, will kind of almost determine your insurance. So yeah, but like I said, you know, that portal, you know, the truck, you know, we get our trucks, sorry y'all, that train, I'm sorry if that's annoying, I'm sorry. We get our trucks, we call them 120, we call them 120s. Every 4 months we have to have a periodic DOT inspection done on our truck and trailers here at Landstar. But I'm saying to lease on, you need your truck. You're gonna have to have your truck inspected before, you know, that's the last part of the process, one part of the last steps. So you know, you get that done, and then it's only at approved Landstar facilities where you can have your inspection done. You can't just take it to your mechanic who you trust and know. You know, it has to be an approved Landstar you know, facility, DOT inspection site. You know, TAs and Petros, I think, are automatically, you know, TAs and Petros are our top guys. So any TA and Petro you can get it done at, and, you know, Landstar proves that definitely. But any other ones other than that, there might be a few loves, I don't know. But you know, so near your house, you know, you'll tell your recruiter your zip code or whatever, and she'll pull in all the shops that's near you, where you can get them done at. And the cool thing about it is, they already have the form. It's a specific Landstar form that these inspection sites have. It's approved Landstar form that they already have on site, should have, and they already know what they need to do and how they need to fill it out. Now, the first thing you need to do is you will be paying for your first inspection. Mine was $70. I paid $70 to get my first inspection. Now, here's the catch. After that first one, like I said, every 4 months you have to get that annual or periodic DOT inspection. Now, let's say that second one, you don't have to pay for it unless you fail that inspection. Okay, now if you pass the inspection the second time, if you pass the inspection, the second time, Landstar pays for it. But your first onboarding to Landstar, you have to pay for it whether you pass or fail. You're paying for it out of pocket, like right then and there. Now, after you are in the system at Landstar, if you do fail it the second time, from what I'm told, they take it out of your settlement. So the guys or the people at the Landstar, let's say you fail it after your 4 months here, they'll send the bill to Landstar. Landstar will pay for it, but then they'll deduct it out of your settlement. Okay. Now, like I said, the very first one of getting leased on to Landstar, you have to pay for that out of pocket right then and there. I don't know how much it is. Mine was $70. I've gone to the same guy, like I said, twice. I've only been here 6 months, going on 7. So I got my first one done in April, and I got my next one done in August or something like that. But and then you have to pay your $22.90 on your truck. They send you your drug test information and all that stuff, and again, it has to be approved Landstar labs that do the drug testing. And I think, man, it's crazy. That was 6 months ago. I can't remember that. I can't remember if they did the hair follicle and urine, or if it was just the urine. And I honestly can't remember, man. So don't quote me on it. I think it's both. So just a heads up, if you're that, if you've been living that lifestyle and you have drugs in your system, I believe they do the hair follicle too, which from my research, I think it goes back 6 months, 7 months. Some of them, you do your fingernail and all that can go back up to a year, I heard. So, but I think they do hair follicle and urine. I think, but I know for a fact they do the urine. So, so just get prepared for that, man. If you have dirty urine or whatever, anything like that, don't even think about applying, man. Or get yourself clean and then apply. You know what I mean? And stay clean. But yeah, we got the drug test out of the way. We got the employment verification out of the way. Your experience out of the way. Your truck info out of the way. And then after that, the truck is the last step. All the other stuff before that, I think it's like employment verification and your experience. And then it's a hazmat. They run your MVR record and all that. That's the first step. You got to have your hazmat. They're going to run your license, make sure your driving record's clean. Then the drug test and all that stuff is next. And then the last step is your truck information, getting your truck situated and make sure your truck is approved to come on here. But by the grace of God and faith of God, everything works well. On that, you go through everything like I did. It took me, I would say it took me about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So it is a lengthy process. I will say that. And that was during a pandemic. That was in April. Everybody was working from home in April. So now people are starting to come back to the offices and stuff. So it could be a little bit faster then. But even from what I'm told, it's still lengthy, but it might not be as lengthy as 2 weeks. It might be a 1 week process. I don't know. We are still in a pandemic, but nothing near where it was in April, right? April is when everything first started shutting down. So it was crazy. By God's blessing, I was able to get through here and get on here at Landstar in April, man. And it was crazy. But, yeah, man. And then once you have everything checked off, man, you're good to go. They're going to let you know, your orientation date and site. Depends on where you live. And someone corrected me in the comments on my last video. They're not terminals, they're learning centers. So thank you. I forgot your name, but appreciate you correcting me on that, man. They are not terminals, they are learning centers. You can go there and you can take a shower, you can sleep overnight, at least the ones I've been to. There's one in Laredo, one in Fort Worth, Texas, the one in Rockford, Illinois. I think it's Rockford. Yeah. So, but yeah, they're not called terminals. They're called learning centers. So, but based on where you live, your orientation date, I think your hire date probably is the day everything comes back good. Like your final day that the truck and everything's approved for. I think that's when your hire date is. But don't quote me on that too. We pushing 10 and a half minutes right now, man. So that's part 2. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, you know what I mean? If I missed anything, like I said, leave them down there, man. You know, sorry I'm looking around, y'all. There's this guys on the forklifts coming around. I don't know if he's about to come around and say I'm done or what. So every time he's driving by, I'm looking at him. Sorry, I need to be focused on y'all. But yeah, man. And then it's orientation. You know, it's orientation after that. So that's just 2 parts, man. You know, I kind of went through it a little bit fast and jammed everything in 2 videos. But the next video is going to be your orientation. You know, step 1, I did step 2. This will be step 2 and the final step, I guess. For my channel, this will be the step 2 and the final. Some people can break it down in 3, 4, 5 steps. You know, kudos to them. But I've only made 2 parts. That's it. You know, there's really nothing else you really need to know as far as the onboarding goes. You know, like I said, your insurance is going to be based on your truck's value. You know, your liability and physical damage and all that stuff. And then I'll talk about the next video. I'll talk about orientation day 1. It's a 2-day orientation. So just a little sneak peek for the next video. It's a 2-day orientation. I'll let you know that now. It's kind of fast, but how I just jammed everything in 2 videos, they jam everything in 2 days. So it's kind of crazy. But y'all, yeah, we're pushing 12 minutes now, man. So I don't want to make it too lengthy, but it is a lengthy process to lease on a Landstar. Those are the 2 steps. Like I said, so if y'all like this video, man, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. You know, and leave a comment. You know, subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when I drop new content, man. And like I said, next video is going to be about the orientation day 1. You know, and my experience there. Let me always say that. This is my experience. Not sure of how it's going to be now. And, you know, I don't know where it is at different locations. But I can only tell you what I went through and how it goes. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Hopefully y'all have a good Thursday. I'll try to make another video either tomorrow or Saturday when I'm at home about the orientation. So as always, man, I do appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all next time.